been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you. Come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice does... Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here. Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. Yes, now... You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous Saltuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy... Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed...
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Come out! Let's break you!
here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders here about. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the... I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for... You pulling my limb? I mean, I just, you know. You think? Most marauders can't even... You know what?
Here we go. I'm gonna rush him! Attack! Action!
Blood!
Going to find bonus.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench. Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
say, this wouldn't happen because you're sure. And if this ship. Oh, by the. Edgewater's not. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hello, Marauder. Please be informed that please return any I detect an elevated heart rate. Gesture procedures initiated. Disengage. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. I am incapable of accepting. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. This cartridge identifies you. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Whoa! Get away! You got make you bleed! Ah!
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling. Name's Silas. Junior in humor. Definitely not the junior. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a... Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old... Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly... Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and... Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouth. You run into...
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone in. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs. Technically, I'm employed by the space...
You some sort of freelancer?
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are... Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wit.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer.
I beg your pardon. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their... I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. Good law, no, I don't. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish.
My dad told me all about the plant. I mean, if that's all.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it... Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor... I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt, that's what my dad used to.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
In a jiff. Heading back.
You're safer inside the walls.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Work fortifies the spirit.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fant and Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Any.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to... Depriving them of... I can see Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty, and I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by Maraud. What? No! I don't want to burn it! I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name. It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone, not many in this colony could understand its true value. Thank you.
Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy... You mean about... I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. I think there's something higher and greater than us.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Just keep working. Work fortifies the spirit.
Yeah, huh? Here we go.
Woo! Nice work!
Yeah, huh?
Hear that?
Incoming! Nice hit!
I smell blood! Ah, my eyes!
Yeah, huh?
Okay, whoa, alright. Wow, I haven't even actually seen any of your... Okay, I haven't actually seen any of your comments on YouTube. That's... wow. Oops. I'm gonna probably hop off of the Discord stream and... Actually, no, I won't. I'm fine. We're fine. We're all fine here. We're all fine. That's what I made the voice bunker here for. Where's Parvati? There she is.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
I'm not here to cause it.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? Ajia, what? Look, if you're gonna start wandering around my... Over in the hot hat. Enough with the... Well, look at you. Buzzing around the Aether with your very own ship. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady name... It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Can't imagine where she's gone. Could do without... I'll tell you...
Okay, let's see.
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy. Could be. Date. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelped little ways ago. What is it?
Alright, cool. So what am I doing? Checking Zoe's place as well. Let's see. These are deserters. Oh, who are you? What do you bring to me?
Fancy duds. You mean Zoe? Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. She called it Hey!
Alright, so I'm gonna look for Zoe. Not yet, obviously. I'm gonna talk to Adelaide first.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here.
Later, no.
Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's...
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson. You, let's hear it. make amends, like everything. He would do such a... Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them
Probably
out
end
of
the
the cannery's
stream
guts
here
and
and get
leave
on
us be.
Discord.
If you're going down to the plant,
So I'll be back
you
later.
should divert power away
Later,
from
everybody. Thanks for
Edgewater
tuning in.
and toward our